Our concepts, our understanding about a particular theory or principle in scientific observation is well supported by experimental evidences which are carried out in a chemical laboratory. And very commonly it is found that most of the students avoid chemistry experiments. So here is a video related to chemistry laboratory. And are you afraid of working in a chemistry laboratory? Please get interested. There is no need to panic. The only thing is you have to make yourself friendly with the chemistry environment or the chemical environment in the laboratory. You have to make yourself friendly with the equipments and the chemicals which we are using or the apparatus, etc. So here is a list of the common apparatus which must be identified by you. Identify these equipments or apparatus and use them properly. You please go through these. These are important apparatus are the equipments we are using in a chemistry laboratory. Once you understand these equipments, it becomes very easy to use them again. Further, it is very important that make yourself, don't forget to use suitable hand gloves while working with acids, alkalis, or oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate solution, etc. And this hand gloves, this is the right way of experimental working, which is being shown here. And not only this, further, if there is a careless working or improper working with potassium permanganate solution, you may find brown spots over here on your finger or hands, which you are using without gloves. So, no need to worry. Brown spots on the skin are seen when potassium permanganate solutions are used. And then what happens? That why these brown spots are there? It is nothing but the formation of manganese dioxide. Manganese in potassium permanganate has got an oxidation state of 7, and it gets reduced when it falls over the skin, and it is converted to manganese dioxide. Without any pain, a brown spot is there and it gets out easily within a week or 10 days. No need to worry. So, but even then, I'll suggest you to use potassium permanganate solutions or any oxidizing agent using gloves. That is more important. And further, handle nitric acid with utmost care. It may be nitric acid, it may be sulfuric acid, it may be even hydrochloric acid. But we find that when we use nitric acid, we find that there is a yellowish stain left over our hands, and therefore it has to be used very carefully. And we find that a stain which is yellowish, and it may cause burns also, and which gradually turns to brownish state. We find that this happens, and this is only because of the formation of xanthoproteins, the proteins which are present in the outer layer of our skin that reacts with nitric acid and forms xanthoproteins, which is yellowish in color, and gradually then it turns reddish brown. But even then, what I suggest would be to work with nitric acid very carefully. Nitric acid is highly corrosive chemical, and a feeling of burns, chemical burns we call it, in contact with the skin is found. The acid hydrolysis of fats and proteins result into irritation and sensation of pain at the spot of its contact with the skin. Yellow stain over the skin is seen when concentrated nitric acid reacts with keratin. This stain turns to orange after neutralization. We can treat this, of course. This is very important. If it happens, you have to take care. We can treat this by washing the skin, which is exposed to the acid with large quantities of water. We can wash the skin continuously for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, please work carefully in the chemistry laboratory, but no need to worry. Follow all the precautions, use your equipments carefully, use your apparatus carefully, and the most important principle of working in the chemistry laboratory is to replace a chemical bottle to its own place immediately after the use. Don't display or spread all over your uh, all the chemicals into your working table, and use the burners, the hot air oven, or even the muffle furnace, etc., very carefully using proper spatula, etc. Okay, thank you.